As the Catholic Church commemorates 60 years since the promulgation of Nostra Aetate, the landmark declaration on interreligious relations from the Second Vatican Council, leaders of faith in Nigeria are calling for deeper engagement at the grassroots level. To this end, the Department of Mission and Dialogue of the Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria, CSN, organized a two-day conference to promote the importance of building a society anchored in mutual respect and cooperation across faith traditions. With the theme 60 Years of Nostra Aetate, a journey of discovery, dialogue and friendship, the event brought together faith leaders from the two dominant religions of Christianity and Islam to promote the dialogue of life in Nigeria. CTV's Tony Abba was there and sent in this report.
From different parts of the country, these faith leaders are gathered here at the Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria to mark the 60th anniversary of the Nostra Aetate, a document of the Vatican II Council which is meant to promote interreligious dialogue between Christians and other faiths. At this gathering, which the Department of Mission and Dialogue of the Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria organized, Christians and Muslim leaders are unanimous in their belief that both Christian and Muslim can live together in peace and mutual respect. Welcoming the guest, the Secretary General of CSN, Reverend Father Michael Banjo, explained the document Nostra Aetate.
In place of indifference, suspicion, or hostility, the Church calls for dialogue, mutual respect, and collaboration in addressing the common challenges facing humanity. The theme of this year's commemoration, 60 years of Nostra Aetate, a journey of discovery, dialogue, and friendship, beautifully captures the spirit of this document and its ongoing relevance. Over the past 6 decades, it has guided us on a journey of learning to see one another not as adversaries, but as fellow pilgrims in search of truth, partners in building peace, and friends across religious lines.
One by one, each of the speakers at the event highlighted the need for religious tolerance, dialogue, and peaceful coexistence between the two dominant religions.
In our time, when day by day mankind is drawn closer together and the ties between different people are becoming stronger, the Church examines more closely our relations to non-Christian religions.
We sincerely call the Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria, the Nigerian Interreligious Council, Reverend Father Cornelius, Caritas Nigeria, and all collaborating partners for organizing this significant program. May this celebration renew our collective commitment to harmony, tolerance, and the shared values that unite us all.
The rise of extremism and fundamentalism in the years since the beginning of the 21st century would seem to give credence to that view. But a cursory interrogation of the role of religion in world affairs shows us that the dividing line is not between East and West, it's not between Islam and Christianity. It is between extremists and empaths.
That we care deeply about freedom. If we are believers, we believe that human freedom is somehow sacred. And even if we are not believers and we're just philosophers or political scientists, we believe that it's very important for the state to guarantee the freedom of conscience, freedom of religion of everyone.
I asked myself whether my over 20 years of work in this space has been a waste, because conflict keeps reoccurring both internationally and nationally and even locally. So what can we do differently? In my realization, I discovered that we the people have the power. If Nostra Aetate did a declaration 60 years ago, and that legacy still lives on, it therefore means that the different spaces that we occupy is how we are collectively, as a group, through collaboration, not competition, through partnership, not rivalry.
Also speaking at the conference was the Catholic Bishop of Abuja, Most Reverend Ignatius Kegama, and the Catholic Bishop of Yola Diocese, Most Reverend Stephen Mamza. Both did not mince words in their call for Christians and Muslims to live together in peace and mutual respect.
There was a time when in the Catholic Church we were told that extra ecclesia nulla salus. That is, outside of the Catholic Church there is no salvation. And I tell you, every religion believes like that. They have their own beliefs. It is only from within our cycle that you can have salvation. But there was a progressive understanding, and we gradually began to discover that there are very good values in other religions. Those who are seeking God with a true conscience, those who are, dedicated to their religious causes and principles can also find salvation.
May this 60th anniversary not only be a commemoration of the past, but a commitment to the road ahead. The seeds planted by Nostra Aetate have grown. Now it is our task to cultivate it with care, with courage, and with compassion. May our two great faiths, Islam and Christianity, side by side, continue to witness to the love of God and the call to mercy and the hope for justice and peace.
Sheikh Nuruddin Lemu, an Islamic scholar, in his remarks appreciated the Catholic Church for giving the Nostra Aetate to the world.
One good thing about the Catholic Church is the stability and respect it has for its authority. And so the document has survived and continues to increase in its influence. As a Muslim going through the document, I will note some of the points that have already been touched on, which are very delightful for any Muslim. Number one, it describes Muslims as worshipping the one living God. This is the one that Christian Arabs call Allah. Allah is the Arabic word for the one God, before Islam. And at the same time, be open to going beyond tolerance to respect. That is at the true core of every great religion. To recognize that had God willed, He would have made us all one community.
The conference provided an opportunity for a panel discussions where issues bordering on interfaith dialogue, peace, and coexistence were discussed.
People who, for mischievous reasons, are taking advantage of the African traditional religious platform to commit all kinds of crimes. You see ritual killings everywhere. Of course, very quickly, accusing fingers go to those people. But it is important to know that not all of them are in that light. But then we can see the good in them because we all form part of the Nigerian society and we can achieve so much more working together.
NIREC is doing what it could do. We have been able to resolve a lot of issues. But remember that NIREC cannot go to Sabisa Forest. So what NIREC does is to promote intra-religious dialogue, Christian dialogue among yourself, Muslim dialogue with yourself. So whoever is using the name of Christ or using the name of Islam to do evil, so the religion that is being called should have the capacity and the effort, the ability to call those people to order.
In Abuja, Tony Abba, CTV News.